why are you forcing your kid to be vegan? And what I say is, hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is on vegan children, and that is, from what I've seen in the last 11 years as I've been a vegan, very contentious subject, very heated. People get borderline violent when you tell them your kid's vegan. I'll start out by saying my daughter has been vegan since birth. She's 6 years old now and she's thriving. She's been vegan since pregnancy. My wife was 100% vegan when we had her, and we received a lot of pushback on that from the pregnancy clinic. Gave us a lot of pushback. I received pushback from my doctor, from other people that seem to know a lot about nutrition. But luckily for me, I had educated myself before this happening. I read Dr. Michael Clapper's book on raising vegan children. I was well versed in whole food plant-based eating, and I knew that it was more than adequate, if not and healthier than putting my daughter on a meat-based, dairy-based diet. When we were in the hospital and when Alex was just born, I had already purchased soy-based, plant-based formula for my daughter. I already knew we were going to go that route if it wasn't going to work 100% with my wife. When we were there, and I had initially told the nurses my idea of what I was going to do with my daughter, there was immense pushback, and it got insanely contentious. And they let me know how upset they were with me in the decision I was making to give my daughter, Alex, plant-based formula. And I held my ground 100%, and I let them know that this is the decision we've decided to make, and I've done my research, and this is a healthier option for Alex. And we left it at that. But it was almost palpable how just intense their intent to make Alex drink cow's milk was. I think that kind of is a kind of bellwether for the state of things right now, especially in the medical, industrial, pharmaceutical complex. Cow's milk is still championed as the milk to give to your kid if you can't breastfeed. And I'll just kind of lament this to people that might not know this. Cow's milk is not good for a child. Cow's milk has everything a baby cow needs to get bigger and grow on a cow-related basis, but it's not good for a child. Everything, and I'm going to quote Michael Clapper on this, everything in that white liquid, from lipids, sodiums, and proteins, IGF-1, that's insulin growth factor 1, that's a cancer precursor, growth factors, hormones, plaque-promoting cholesterol, copious amounts of saturated fat, is all perfect for a baby cow, but it's very not good for a young child. And kids are now having their markers indicate early signs of heart disease from too much cholesterol and saturated fat. That's not just from dairy, but dairy is a part of it. Meat has a big part to do with that. And they're seeing markers indicate that kids are showing early signs of atherosclerosis and heart disease that may form later on. This video is to kind of address people that might be curious about this subject, or people that feel heated about this subject, non-vegan or vegan. Herding culture, which is around 10,000 years old, has been the reference when it comes to our nutrition. And that was the result of somebody else's thinking. And there was no research, there was no nutrition research that they based their decision to start herding, eating, selling animals on. It was all profit driven and monetary driven. So I'll just put that there. We'll leave that there for later. One of the biggest things that I hear people say to me is, why are you forcing your kid to be vegan? And what I say is, well, we all are forcing our kids to eat how they are eating because they don't have any independence, any kind of autonomy, any kind of choice, because we're not giving them one. I really like the quote, and I'm not sure who coined it: when you know better, you do better. So I could take that sentiment right there and say that it's our responsibility as parents and people that are raising young kids in the world to steward their health and to make sure that they're not putting bad things in their body, maybe that they're not eating, I mean, this goes a little deeper, but when you eat meat, cheese, milk, and eggs, you are consuming violence. And maybe you don't want your child to consume violence. Now that's quite a loaded thing to say. Anyone who hasn't seen my channel, I know that's gonna come really harsh, but on a holistic basis, I'll just say when you eat meat, cheese, milk, and eggs, you're eating suffering and death and violence, hate, rape, all of those kind of ideologies and energies are entering the vessel of who that consumes it. This is a contentious topic. This is a very emotional topic because we're talking about our kids, and I cannot judge anybody. If I had had my kid before the age of 30, 31, I would be doing the same thing. But this video is meant to be maybe of educational fiber, and hopefully will enlighten a few people to choose a different perspective and maybe steep with that and think about that. I want to thank everybody for watching. I just did about 5 miles today, getting back on my feet, and you'll see more running videos, I guess post-run thought videos like this coming up in the future. But I want to make them important videos, and I'm going to have some space between them. But this is the topic I decided to talk on today, and I hope you found it interesting. I hope maybe you have some questions. If you like, you can subscribe to my channel and see a lot of outreach videos that I do with street activism and videos like this. So everybody have a great vegan day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Hi guys, just making a little snippet here. I realized I did not put any nutritional guidance or resource in the video. So I figured I'd list a few right here, right at the end. If you look down below here, I'm gonna have some references float up. Also, if you see the link in my description, I'll list a bunch of different resources and websites and even films to kind of guide you and help you have your child go vegan or go vegan while pregnant, or before that. It is very simple. Mainstream media has information suppressed by design of capitalism. So we kind of have to go out there and find the resources ourselves. So I'm gonna try to help you do that with those links, those references down below. Like I said, I'll put some resources in my description under the video. Big thing is B12. And there's still a lot of speculation around that, but if you want optimal health insurance, optimal nutrient insurance, of course you can get everything from a whole food plant-based diet, but you would want to take a B12 supplement. Animals themselves are supplemented with B12, so humans don't even get it initially from the animal. At this day and age, it actually comes from the supplement from the animal. So as a vegan, you can actually take that directly instead of through a middle animal, or so we shall say. Thanks for watching once again.